In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some features which are currently in development, and most of them have to do with the creation of forms. So in a previous video, I've demonstrated that we can now work with PDF files, say for example, to annotate them. And to do that, all we have to do is email ourselves a PDF file. If we press and hold on that file, we'll see a list of applications that can open it. If we press on GraphPad, it'll automatically load that PDF and resize our drawing. Now this is great for annotating a PDF, but say for example we wanted to use that in a form. What we can now do is we'll start off with another form, one of our construction forms, and if we go to the third page, we'll notice we have an agreement which may not be exactly what you're looking for. You could take that email PDF and you could actually replace this by first taking this form, going to settings, and making it completely editable, and then deleting everything on that page. And now if we go to our settings, we'll notice we have a page, more settings, and we've got our PDF file that's been loaded. We'll see the top of the PDF, and we'll notice the second page is what we're looking for. If we select that, it actually places it in our drawing in the correct location. And now you'll notice that it scrolls, but it doesn't scroll exactly the way we want it to. We can go back to our settings again, change that to all so we can reposition it. Can now reposition it exactly the way we want that form to be, and then just change it back to vertical again and save it. If we now save this entire template, of course we'd add in our extra fields. We now save this template, and since I've done this a couple of times, I'll call this test 5. And we open that new template, we see the last page has been replaced. Now, going back to this other page, creating large tables currently is actually rather burdensome. To make that a little easier, what I've done, and I'll open up a new page for that, is I've added some features to the drawing capability. And so first off, I want to show that we've got this set to grid divisions 10, so we can now use pixel links to decide things. And we're going to go ahead and change this line width to 1, and then we'll draw the grid that we're going to be using. Get a couple of fields here. Okay, and now I'll create my text areas to be our description. We don't want to pre-populate it, so we'll just leave that blank. And then this will be our second field, our cost. Can again use our text capabilities to align those fields, and we'll go to properties and we'll set things like, for example, we want to change that so that the height is exactly the same, so we'll just hit return on that. We'll change them both to be type 2s so we can enter those fields. And now, for example, we might want to change this one to be description, and we're going to add a number at the end of this, and I'll show you why in a second. Same thing with our text. We'll change that to, our second field, we'll call that cost. And we'll set the sequence number on that to 2. And I probably should have turned the sequences on so you can actually see that. So if we turn our sequences on, we'll see we want to change this to 1 now. Now, all we have to do in order to create this into a table is lay out our first row, and then we'll use our selection tool. We're going to position it so it's at the very top of these lines, and that's so we don't capture the line before. What it does is when it copies it over, we'll go over here. If we use this duplicate, and we'll actually put in the correct distance, and let's see, we've got 3 squares there, so we'll put 0.3 in. And we'll change our offset direction to offset directly down and hit duplicate. And now what we see is it's actually taken the description, it's incremented it, same thing with the cost, and incremented our sequence as well. So all I'd have to do to create a large table is just simply duplicate that one row on down. We could then save this as a template and then use it accordingly. And those are the new features which I'm currently working on. I'm hoping to have them debugged and out in the App Store within a couple of weeks. And that's my presentation. Thank you.